all eyes on Russia as it weighs Ukraine peace plan with caution. Ukraine seems to indicate some willingness, and Ukraine's going to have to give a little bit on this deal. What do you see in your crystal ball, David?
Well, from the commentary we've seen from both sides, Zelensky seems to be willing to come to the table here with some of the terms that are presented to him. The Russian spokesman, not Putin, but his spokesman, I forget his name, but he was like, yeah, we'll see. He goes, we are open to the conversation. So at least they are now formulating a conversation, because I think all parties involved realize that it's costing them, not only resources, but lives that just are unnecessarily being lost. And no one's really gaining much ground either way. Russia certainly has taken some territory. So we'll see what happens with the negotiations. But hopefully there is peace by Christmas. Would be wonderful to see. And that's good for all of the folks in Europe for sure.
Has there been any market reaction, or is it too early yet?
Well, oil is something we watch in this battle, because energy is a huge piece of this, right? So, Germany, for some reason, gave up all their own energy years ago in what I would call a dumb move, let's put it simple. And so they're reliant upon Russia to sell them natural gas and oil, et cetera, to fund their economy, to run their economy. And when they're siding with Ukraine, it kind of makes it pretty difficult to continue that flow. However, Russia is still selling the oil, because Russia financially is in shambles and needs to be able to sell oil. So Russia wants to be able to sell more oil to more of Europe, sell more of their energy resources, so they can get their economy back on solid footing, which is why they're finally coming to the table. This has lasted way longer than any of us thought. Obviously, we're going several years now. So anyway, hopefully there is peace around the corner. But the markets, really just a little bit of commodities moving around. It hasn't really affected the equity markets much.
Well, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see where we are next week.